I'm going to say good intentions into my coffee, and I thought I'd share them with you this morning. Heavenly Father, can I have a pain-free day? Heavenly Father, can you bless those around me? Heavenly Father, can you bless my family far and wide? And one negative takeaway, negativity. And then you have to stir the Javi into your Miralax, because apparently that's a thing. Good morning. Hopefully you guys can see me. There was some technical difficulties yesterday at Jimmy's live stream, and this morning this is actually the second one that I started. I did just wake up. I actually woke up over an hour ago, but I was in a strange type of pain this morning. And it took me quite a bit extra to get out of it. We checked blood sugar, blood pressure, both were high, which is concerning. High blood sugar could be diet, it could also be illness, like infection. As far as I know, I don't have an infection. But,
Sorry.
what happened?
Mom's fine.
Oh, okay. You're saying sorry for the dinging. Oh, it's fine. This morning, I know I ate snacks during a movie last night. I made my little, uh, um, I made my little gluten-free mixture with, you guys didn't get to see the grocery haul yet, but I got, the black and white drizzled popcorn. Then I got the buttered puffs. Good morning, Sylvia. It's good to have coffee with you on this beautiful Sunday morning. Well, it's beautiful here. I know it's cold, but the sun is shining, and that's really what's important. I tried to tell Jim that you can put the quilt out on the line when it's cold. As long as it's sunny, it'll dry in the sun eventually. That's how people hang their dry clothes in the campsites in the middle of the winter time. We call it freeze drying in New York. That's what we used to call it. Be like, if you put your clothes on the line and forgot about them until the next day and there was a frost, you'd be like, it's just freeze dried. This morning is starting off very rough, but I know we're going to get there. I started to say that I had my snack mix last night, which is, I do have nuts in it, so there is some protein, but kind of like with trail mix, you can't always guarantee that there's going to be every piece and every handful. So it could be that. One of the reasons I had that is because we just had salads for dinner, and I had egg foo young for brunch. So I didn't have like a ton of carbs to begin with. So it could be something else, but of course we're watching it. But it did cause a lot of extra pain this morning. Extra pain. Took a bit to get out of bed. Yes, sir.
Sylvia says it's 17 degrees here, plus, but it's supposed to warm up.
Oh, thank God. Thank God, Sylvia. I'm grateful. I was trying to found my favorite Vaseline with cocoa butter. Apparently, I left it in here last week, or it accidentally got put back in here. So can't figure it out. But it's not important. Lisa says all the time, "Why is it important to figure that out?" It's not. It's just a mystery. Sorry about you just seeing my eyeball. I wanted to make sure it went back in my pouch. So today we're going to work on this storage thing a little bit more. And I say a little bit more because I have been not tossing and turning, but really like thinking about it. Can you guys see me in it? Last week you turned the camera around. Do you think that's something we should do again today? Okay.
Looks like I can see most of it.
Okay. Let's see how stable it is with all of that wood glue just drying. Up. Oh no, nothing happened. It was a rubber band. I thought I took a piece of the. I thought I took a piece of the puzzle with me. So let's see how stable it is with just wood glue. Give it the shake test. Seems to be passing the shake test pretty well. So that is really good news. we do have a few little things that in my, if I was making this to sell, I would have to redo this because there's a little lip here. You see that little gap right there, where the wood didn't quite line up while it was drying. But the other three sides are impeccable. So that's important, especially at the top and bottom, because that's where it's going to stand.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. You see it?
No, on the bottom. Look at it.
This?
Yeah, look at the two pieces. There's like a gap right there between it. Yeah, right there.
I don't think I know what you're talking about.
Pick
How
it up,
this
look
isn't
at it.
level? How this isn't level, you mean?
Oh, okay. It's just level. I thought it was like I thought I saw a gap, like a little.
Okay. Jimmy sees a gap. Oh, here.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Look, Jimmy just found that. Can you see? Oh, you can't really see that. You can't really see that. How about this way? Yeah, look. They didn't quite match up. Probably when this one moved. You know, that's one of the things I was saying is like it kind of has to be perfect or it won't work. But if you guys are using hot glue to get your piece together quickly, you have time to adjust it and it'll hold as opposed to like drying overnight. So instead of this being the bottom, let's go ahead and make this. Oh, actually, if I keep it the bottom, it'll get stable with the uprights. So this is what I was tossing and turning about all night. A, these aren't easy to get a hold of anymore. B, I'm going to have to cut them in half because it's going to be too tall because these boxes are way shorter. Oh, I'm not going to have to cut it in. I am. So these boxes are way shorter than the original OG boxes. You know what I'm saying? Like, look.
Why cut them in half?
What happened?
Why cut them in half?
So if I don't cut them in half, do you see how much of the box actually gets hidden down there?
Yeah, that makes it easier for things not to fall out.
Yes, but to what extent? So if I cut them in half, this is how much will overhang. So things will be more visible, but they also won't fall out. So the whole purpose of these sticks is so that so that the stuff doesn't fall out. But you know what we could do? I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about this. The other idea I had was, do you guys remember that? I don't even know if I have any because Jimmy didn't pull them out of the thing as an option. Do I have giant one of these in that wood box where we got these rulers from?
Giant tongue depressors?
Giant tongue depressors. I wanted to show everybody options. They're probably shorter than the other long sticks you were looking at because as giant as they are, they're not quite as long as the other sticks. So it'd be one kind of on the short side. Yeah. Is there just two?
No, I just grabbed out a whole.
Oh, there's more than two? I need
really
three at least.
Thin, but
yeah, it's okay.
You got about 5 or 6.
Oh, good. So Walmart sells these giant tongue depressors. The reason I prefer them over these rulers is you can't get the rulers as easily anymore, as readily anymore. And B, they're so much thinner that they cut. They still give you the same effect. Now, if you're doing a 4x12 one, you obviously can't use these singularly because of they're not long enough unless you stack them together. The other reason I really, really like this is they're just so much easier to work with, and they are available all the time at Walmart. I actually even think that Hobby Lobby sells these big tongue depressors. I know Hobby Lobby also sells balsa wood, and so does Michael's balsa wood very inexpensively. And that's really all these things are. So what we're going to do is I'm going to measure, I'm going to trim, I'm going to cut one and see if it doesn't start to round in the wrong spot, then if it does start to round in the wrong spot, we'll probably just pick something different. So first thing, I just got to get a pencil from my handy dandy pencil dispenser. Just kidding, it's just a pen holder. Does this one have one of these mechanical pencils I use for hot glue, so I just keep it without any lead in it. And I happen to think, oh yeah, because it's by itself. There's so many in there, it's like jammed packed. Well, let's use the orange one. Kitty cancer. Okay, so I'm going to line this up. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to line this up as centered as possible, and I'm going to mark You can just mark with your eyeballs if you wanted to, like this. I really don't think you could see well enough. Sorry. There, is that better? You could just mark with your eyeballs like this, but the best way to do it is to go underneath. The worst case scenario is you're going to get a little bit of graphite on your wood, which of course you can erase or wash, and then leave it there and come over and do the same thing on this side. Any questions, Jim?
No, just Sylvie saying that they can see you fine.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Now, with the tongue depressors, you can just very easily use the Dollar Tree kitchen shears or the Dollar Tree gardening shears. I really have to put on my glasses, but they're really all falling off my face. I got to figure out. So these ones happen to be a tiny bit too round on the end. Oh, sure. Yeah, you can use this, but maybe when you have hand strength. So look, I want to share, this is a good tip. I don't have hand strength, so I'm taking my scissor and I'm trying to be steady and go back and forth to score the line, which of course will help us cut it in the future. Or snap it, yeah. Just make sure you hold on to the piece that you're keeping very well, because it's going to splinter, but it won't come apart on you, if that makes any sense. Like how these pieces are coming off. If you hold on to the piece that you're working on, it may splinter, but it won't shatter, I guess is the word. Okay, let's try that. Sometimes pre-scoring is all you need to do. Somewhere in my stuff is sandpaper, and I don't know where I keep my little sandpaper. Oh no, I have a little. Is all the sandpaper outside in the kitchen?
Well,
I used to have a little bit of sandpaper for myself that I kept in.
I don't know where you were.
Yeah, me neither. So my arthritis really isn't liking this technique this morning. Probably should have just got the X-Acto knife out of the box cutter. Where you going?
To get you a piece of sandpaper.
Oh, you're sweet. No, I was just trying to think of where I kept it in my office. I'm glad Jim left, because I would have just shot him in the eye. Actually, it's perfect. It's not really too round. That kind of really works really nice. I like it. So let's do the other side. We'll score it. We'll give it a couple of good scores. Oh, I'm not holding it high enough. Just hold it up right where you're cutting. So as it starts to chip away, move your thumb over and everything. Just try to get right behind where you're cutting, okay? I don't know if you guys can see this okay. Try to move your thumb up so it's right behind where you're cutting this balsa wood. I really am grateful I'm sharing this, because so many of the crafters say that they don't have hand strength to do stuff. I get so many things that wish they could do tips. They wish they could craft with limited hand mobility and stuff, or hand strength. What, honey?
I don't know what any of the sandpaper is. It's not on the table. It's not in my office.
It's not underneath the box for Lisa, because that's what we had it.
Which box?
The wood stuff where you got the paint.
Okay.
I had all that stuff together. So if I follow my thumb along, you see that it can split a little bit, but as long as you hold it from falling apart. Oh, okay. That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one down. And I think it looks pretty sharp once we get some sandpaper on there. Okay. All right, and now let's do the second one, which, I mean, we have to do 3 altogether. 1, 2, 3. But let's do the second one. And what we want to do is we want to make them each custom. I know it's going to sound crazy, but instead of measuring one off the other, just do the same thing.
Oh. Jesse is saying, sorry I'm late.
Hi, Jesse. Good morning. You're fine. Thank you for joining us.
Chris M says hi.
Hi, Chris. Good to see you this morning.
And then she asks, what are we making?
Chris, we started this last week. This is just an organization for the Apothecary Station. It's inspired by ones that others have made before. I saw it on Home Talk and on Pinterest. I know that they didn't create. Home Talk very rarely creates any of their own crafts. Not that they don't. They have a wonderful staff, but they do take people's craft ideas, plethora of people's craft ideas, and make them on their channel. So I don't know who to give credit to this, but this is basically the inspiration was somebody took 16 of these, no, 12 of these, because it was 4 across and 3 down, and made a storage rack. What we've done is we've taken we've taken just 6 of them and made a 9 cubby hole by taking one apart and using the sides and the top and bottom to fill in the holes, the gaps in the other. Good.
When we helped Mom make an account, did she put a picture or just?
No, I don't know if she put a picture. Yeah, she did. She said she added a picture.
Okay, then this is not the real Sally.
Well, wait. Just go ask her. She said she was going to go on there.
Well, she was actually telling me she was having problems, so.
Oh.
But
she would have texted you.
Yeah. Yeah, she told me that she thinks YouTube is not posting her comments.
Oh, so go tell her. Tell her, tell her you see one. Ask her what her profile looks like in the text message. Don't read it out loud to me.
Of course not.
And then just, so if you're just joining us, we realized this morning that this one moved, this side piece moved sometime while it was drying, which pulled this box out of line, which made a gap down here. So, oh, dude, am I making this upside down? Because I said we were going to make this the bottom and this the top. Oh, no, we was going to say this the top. Never mind. I remember. Sorry, I'm wearing broken glasses. Probably need to get them from the bedroom or something. The bedroom would be easier, the red ones.
Yeah. Well, do you want the red ones?
Please, because these are just too much. The red one's a littler too, so I'll be able to not be able to control wearing them. So I was just teaching everybody to score this. We were talking, if you're just joining us, or actually, if you're just joining us, people, it'll be a repeat for people rewatching. We were originally going to use these rulers because that's what the inspiration piece was using, like paint stir sticks or rulers. You could use paint stir sticks if you have them, but they're not always readily available in most craft sections. We were going to use these, but I felt that these smaller boxes, and that's another thing if you're just joining us, didn't join us last week, we were talking about how the Dollar Tree made these boxes smaller, because I actually have 2. No, that's not them. Where are the 2? Did I put them away? I might have put, oh no, they're down here. I see them. So I actually have 2 old ones. And this is how much smaller they made them. Can you see that? So not only are they significantly longer, but they're actually even much taller. So the inspiration piece was made with these. So now we have to adapt. You know, we adapt, we convert. How's it going? So the inspiration piece was made with paint stir sticks or those, and we're just doing something different for a couple of reasons. First of all, I mentioned today I don't have the hand strength to cut those up because they're way too tall. They fill up way too much of the space of the new boxes. And the other reason is, oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jim, and thank you, Jesus. Jim brought me my other glasses from the bedroom.
All right, that was Mom.
Okay, good.
She said, hi all, thanks for the prayers.
Oh, what she said was she was having trouble okay.
Making comments on last night.
Making comments, okay. Gotcha. Not her health.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes when the haters pretend to be Mom, they always say like, I fell down and nobody's here to help me and stupid stuff like that. So we were making sure. Go ahead, Jim. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she was like, hi all, thanks for the prayers, love to all, but creativity is not my jam.
She's full of turkey. Don't listen to her, people. Don't listen to her. Maybe woodworking isn't her jam, but she's a very creative human being.
She is.
She has done Do you guys remember, like, she has a name for it, but it was sort of like oil pen embroidery. That's the way the kit that my mom got, but she has a name for the kit that she got. She has done that in the
Paint
past.
by
We have a piece
numbers.
of her work. Well, the paint by numbers too, but I was going back to the 70s.
Oh,
She's the latch hook rug queen.
yeah.
She is way more creative than she gives herself credit for.
Whoa.
Yeah, did it go in your coffee? Close?
Starting to like it, but if it did, it sank to the bottom already.
Oh,
So
goodness, I'm sorry.
I just gotta watch how I'm drinking my coffee now.
Okay. Just check the
Okay.
floor because there's lots of stuff has hit the floor since too.
Yeah, there's a couple pieces.
Okay.
By how? Let's see here. We got a Pam.
Pam, which one?
Wood.
Pam Wood. Pam, we were talking about you last night. We were on the
Wood.
live stream on the main channel with Jimmy's channel, and I was talking about that where Pam lives, and I was talking about where everybody lives. Basically, Chris M lives in St. Clair. Pam lives in the Cuba area. And then Jessie lives an hour and 20 minutes southwest of us, but she doesn't want to name her town. So we've got a lot of people from Missouri. If Allie was here, Allie's all about the minis. She lives in Lebanon. Oh, not in Lebanon, but close to the Lebanon area.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell her neighborhood either. So this is what we have so far. I'm going to go ahead and glue it. I was saying to Jimmy, and when I said, oh, well, I know, but I'm ready to go to the next step.
You got Sandra H that says, hi, watching while making deviled eggs.
Oh,
Sandra,
yum.
where do you live? Becky says, hi, guys. Happy to be here.
Becky Millen?
Yeah.
Hi, Becky.
Sylvia
Good morning.
Says, Jim, it's just fiber.
The wood.
Yeah, and then
It's wood.
It's wood. Here.
Oh, sorry.
Says, hi, Sally. Happy you are feeling better, Sally. So haters really pretend to be you.
Oh, so she's glad it's her really here.
Yeah. Sylvia's like double eggs, yum.
Exactly. I'm going to go on to the next thing. I know you guys have comments, but I want to let this start drying so we can chat a little bit. What I'm going to do is, and it seemed like, oh, just put glue all over here. No, don't. I'm putting glue all over these. Now, because the boxes, we knew this was going to happen last week. We talked about it. Because the boxes don't line up, we definitely want it to come over the top a little bit, okay? We don't want to just keep stuff from falling out, but we want to make it line up and be more even, okay? Now, some people, when they were making these, covered their holes, depending on what you're going to put in there. We haven't decided what we're going to put in there. I'm not going to lie, but you don't even have to fill in the whole hole. You can just take like a regular popsicle stick, which I had one right here a second ago. This is the tongue depressor. The tongue depressor would fill in the whole hole. Yeah. But if you took a regular popsicle stick, if you just went over the hole like sideways, you would just make it significantly smaller. And this way wouldn't anything fall through. But if you could see, these tongue depressors fill the hole in perfectly. Now, I suggest cutting the piece perfectly or putting it underneath, because if you put it on top, it might be too ridgy, like it might be too wobbly. But that's just my suggestion. So,
Clarice says hi.
Hello, Clarice. I had to. Sorry.
What are you guys making?
A storage unit.
Autumn Lee said, no, Jim, I was asking Sally if people really pretend to be her.
Oh, they do, yeah. We've had quite a few.
Unfortunately, Autumn, my mom is not here to answer that. She decided that she didn't want to watch a crafting video because she's fallen out of her crafting skills.
But it still would be good for her to socialize with us by being on the live stream.
Right. But yeah,
she said crafting's not her jam, but did she say she wasn't gonna stay on watch?
It didn't sound like it, because she said later. So.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, I have not found anybody on my channel that's faking my mom.
You haven't?
Well, I did at one point in
time. Oh, I was
just
gonna say.
I shot them out of the sky real quick because I know how my mom is.
Oh yeah, you also know how your mom talks and what kind of private and non-private information she likes to put out on the internet. Right. So people say stuff that seems very like, no, I don't think so.
Yet,
Sorry, not
yet,
not my mother-in-law.
yet, according to certain sources, um, Diane's had problem with people with fake names. So,
Right, she believes that we all have multiple, and it's kind of funny because I mean, I'm not trying to talk out of turn. And last week it started to become about her, so it's not going to become about her this week. But the woman talks out of both sides of her mouth, and what I mean by that is that um, she talks about my inconsistencies like they're plotted, but her inconsistencies just are okay. That's just her making a mistake. And the other
anybody else?
thing, hold on a second. The other thing is, um, she accuses us of doing that, and then she gets accuses me of never having time to do comments. So it's kind of like, look, if I have time to have two screen names to make comments, why don't I have time to reply to comments? It's just that kind of stuff that's just too, it's too, too ironic for me. Go ahead, Jimmy. You were going to say?
Oh, let me just continue reading what I got here.
Okay.
Pamela said, "Missed it live last night. I'll watch it this afternoon. I love catching you doing a live."
Thanks, Pam. I love having you here.
Um, okay, Becky said, "Okay, I didn't know it was a storage unit."
Oh,
And
the boxes.
yeah, and then Autumn Leaf says, "Did I miss you saying is the storage unit for all your spell jars?" Okay, she said something else and she meant
Actually,
spell jars.
yeah, it's actually for the apothecary station. I think it's just going to be for display. The one thing I had thought of is we have some certain herbs that kind of get used a lot, that are in big jars, and I was thinking if we could put them in, like, like a day's worth or a week's worth or whatever in a smaller jar, maybe we could put those on display. But honestly, we haven't decided what we want to use it for. I just have had, way before we even had an apothecary, I've had this on my Pinterest board, on my screen. I screenshot the things that I really want to do. I keep them on my phone. So I've had this particular project on my phone for really quite some time. Um, just to remind everybody, the uprights are not only going to keep things from falling out, they're also going to help stabilize the front of this to help stabilize the storage boxes. Because remember, these sides and this top and bottom are only just glued to the pieces. So let me get a wipe.
Autumn Lee's saying she's having trouble hearing you.
Oh, anybody else?
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
Oh, okay. Is anybody else having trouble hearing me this morning? I am not doing great, and I sometimes I mumble when I'm not doing well.
That and sometimes when you have that earbud in, people's eyes. Now I don't know if they can hear you or if it's me.
Yeah, because that's why I told you to wear earbuds so they can hear you better.
Okay.
Um,
Becky Mellon said a little digital.
oh, okay. So let's try taking that out. Let me see.
Taking what out?
The earbud. I'll take these. Maybe the earbud's having problems connecting, so maybe it's making me sound robotic. Domo arigato, Mister Domo. No, did that help? Okay, let's try that. See if that's better.
Okay, I see what it is. Can't hear you very well. Okay, they're having trouble hearing me, and I think that was because you had the earbud.
Oh, they couldn't hear you very well, but
Yeah.
they can hear me fine. Okay, gotcha.
Judy Downey
Hi, Judy. Good morning.
um, says morning neighbor from east of Lebanon.
That's right. So Judy also lives. Um, Jimmy, I need in that rolling cart. If you roll it towards me, you'll have to spin it around because what I need, I think, is on the other side. Please. Wood glue is really having an attachment to me this morning. Yeah. Oop, 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 oop.
Sorry, folks.
Turn it sideways. There you
I'm
go.
trying to, and
Oh.
I don't know why I
Okay.
wasn't able to.
Okay. Those are hooks. That's the extra glue gun. Oh, maybe I just spoke out of turn.
Oh.
I
What are you looking
have
for?
I have a package from Wish that has like odds and ends. This is a lot of glue, people. I'm sorry. It wasn't even that much on me. I just cleaned off a spot here. Do you see any drippies?
Nope.
Sweet. Last week we talked about wood glue drippies. There's some wood glue drippies here. If I went to stain that, the stain would not suck into where the wood glue is. You could sand it, and actually we could probably get this even if we sanded it. You can sand it, or you can just, if you're painting it, you don't have to worry about it. I do recommend sanding it because these are bumpy, and even with paint and a paint coat, it will still look fakakta.
What am I looking for?
I'm looking for, look, there's gross things in here. Gross. Okay, I'm looking for a package from Wish that has hardware in it.
I didn't get that.
No, that's okay, because I wasn't talking to you.
Not sure I understand.
I don't understand either, because I'm not talking to you. Okay. All right. All right, so let's do this. I really wanted to finish it. So the inspiration piece had, this is terrible. It's so sticky today. Oh my gosh. Is sanitizer maybe?
Oh.
Cheese and rice, people. Cheese and rice.
Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, you guys catch up on comments because I had to clean all the glue off my hands. What is happening?
Autumn Leaf says, well, both of you, LOL.
Oh, she couldn't hear either one of us.
Oh.
We sound digital. Sometimes it's not on our end. Sometimes it's restart your app or restart.
We have somebody here that says, good morning, morning greetings from Deutschland.
Ah.
Guten Morgen.
Well, not where they are. Right? It's probably nighttime. It's probably good. What?
Good Abend.
Good Abend. Okay. I thought that was sleep.
No.
I thought it was night. Nacht.
Nacht is sleep. Good Abend is like evening, afternoon.
Oh. I thought. I'm sorry. I thought I knew a little, and I guess I didn't know.
Or we can just say Guten Tag, which is
good day.
Good day. You
Yeah.
know.
How you doing? How you doing?
My German is a little rusty. It's been 40 years.
Wow. I haven't heard you say that, but yeah, it's been 40
I'm 51.
years.
We got back in 83. So in 83, I was 12.
And you went, yeah. You went, yeah, you're right.
Oh! The Crafty Wood, Tony's Witchy
Tony the Richie Crab, right?
Says good morning.
Good morning. If you missed it, we added these wood uprights. They were...
Okay, yeah. So it would be good in the oven right now because it's 7 p.m. there.
Yeah, okay, good. Thank you for teaching us that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, because I forgot, you know.
No, it's good. It's always good to learn. You're never too old to learn.
Or relearn in my case.
Exactly. So I just had wood glue everywhere. I wanted to show you that I'm taking this. I see a drip, so I can reach in here and grab this drip before it gets totally hardened. It'll just make it easier to sand. Okay, if you see any more. But this is what it looks like so far. This is what it looks like upright.
Okay, Autumn missed where we said we were going to display that unit.
What happened here? Why all of a sudden is it like not going to stand? I didn't put this too much in the front. It's not even in the front.
Maybe it's because of the way the boxes are.
Well, all I have to do is add one to the back. So we'll do that. I'll do that now.
Okay. Do you need another one or do you have it there? Okay.
And since we cut each individual, let's go ahead and cut this one as individual as the other two. 3.
Jerry, have you ever ordered from TEMU?
No, but I really want to. They keep advertising for me. I heard it's a lot like Wish or Shein. I've never ordered from Shein either, though, so there is that. But I have ordered from Wish multiple times and been extremely happy. Does anybody have a link to share? They can share with me on Messenger or Instagram for if they have like a referral code for TeamU. I would pick that. I don't know that I really have money to shop right now, but when I'm ready, for sure. That sounds fun. I see all the great things they advertise, and I'm like, what?
Tony
But
said,
Groupon Goods is becoming like that, where you pay like, oh, it's only $2.30, but it's $8.99 shipping and handling. You're like, oh, okay, so why don't you just call it $12? Go ahead, Jim. Sorry.
Tony says that she really loves making things too. So.
Oh, thank you. Did I throw my stick out? I sure did. Watch yourself, Jim. Cover your coffee while I do this, okay?
Why? It's just extra fiber.
That's what Sylvia said. You gotta listen to Sylvia. She's a
I've
very,
never
very
tried
smart
to eat
lady.
wood before, so. Alright, bad joke on my part. I'm sorry. I've eaten
So
paper
I would
before.
like to show you something. My arthritis is really bothering me today. I'm in a lot of pain. I did take pain medicine and I'm just still pushing through it. So I'm having trouble cutting normally. So do you see how I'm holding the scissor? I am getting more torque this way because with this, you're just having to push against the back of your thumb. And it's actually like almost the pulling action. With this, you're actually pushing down. Why they don't make scissors like this? I don't know. I think they do make scissors like this, actually. I used to have a pair from not Staples. Who makes the red and orange? Fiskars. I used to have a pair from Fiskars.
Rebecca Ivy says, Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
And Sylvia says, I make her laugh.
Oh my gosh. Sylvia, you make me laugh. So that's how it goes. It goes. Sylvia makes you laugh. No, you make Sylvia laugh. Sylvia makes me laugh. Scott makes us all laugh. Sylvia's husband, Scott, is a lot like Jim, but he's got these great Star Trek memes that he sends me. Whether it's Star Trek, the original series, or Star Trek, the Next Generation, it doesn't make a difference to me. I love them all. So I realized what happened was, it's just me too tired to think. And sometimes we craft too tired to think, don't we? So what happened was, this one didn't dry even because this got pulled out of whack, or vice versa. One of them got pulled out of whack, which caused this to not close. So I thought, let's put this on the bottom because it's going to get covered by this thing and it's going to be stabilized by it. However, because everything's out of line on the bottom, we're coming across this problem right now where, what do? You know? I'm not getting any of this glue on me this time because it took 6 months to clear it off before. So we're just we made a popsicle stick backing, basically. The other thing we could have done, and I'll show you this in a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it on there. We talked about how if you wiggle it back and forth, it gets pretty sturdy. And almost to the point where it's going to stop. And you're like, I can't move it, but you really can. And what we're going to do is we're going to stand it up and make sure it's level. So there we go. Oh, not level. Push this down, push this down. Oop, ah! Ah! Damn it.
Autumn Lee says, is this unit for Jeri-Ann? Question mark. Where will you display it?
I don't know. Originally I was just making it for like a kitchen, you know, like a cute little kitchen display, how they had shown it in the, not the example. Yeah, in the video that I saw, in the idea board that I got from Home Talk. But since we started putting together the apothecary station, I thought that would actually be a really nice addition to the apothecary station. So I wanted to show you that this is the bottom that came out of the board we took apart. And we literally could have just covered in this hole here, covered in this hole here. And the only things that would be open was this. Now I was going to do that today. And maybe I'll just show you how to do it back here. Maybe I'll just do that. Let me show you how to do that here. It's just that my cutting strength right now, my hand strength is a little less than. So we want to measure it the same way. We want to just draw a line. This is a puzzle from the Dollar Tree if you're just joining us today. Try to take the sticker off before you draw on it because why? Hi, Jerry. Let's just do it this way, shall we? Thanks.
Shall we play a game?
Exactly. Now this one I would take to a cutting mat and to an X-Acto knife because this wood's super, super thin and super, super delicate at times. But you know what? This is just for me, so I'm not worried about it.
Autumn's asking, do you like, do you take like um, arthritic arthritis medication
I,
or Lyrica?
or Lyrica. I don't, because of my bone cancer or the cancer in my bones. It's not necessarily like anything anybody's worrying about is my arthritis. My arthritis doesn't usually flare up this bad. It's usually handled with just my daily doses of. I take naproxen twice a day, and then I take Tylenol with codeine as needed for like the other pains that I have, because they can get pretty severe. But honestly, with everything else going on, nobody even thought to address the arthritis. They're just like, okay, is that working for you? And it is. Normally it works for me fine, just the Tylenol and stuff.
Yeah,
So if you didn't see that, I just put glue wherever the wood was going to touch. I did put glue on here just because I thought we could try to fill that gap a little bit to keep the light out, but not necessary, not necessary. And if you're using hot glue, definitely you can just do hot glue.
Clarice says, I love your crafts.
Oh, thank you, Clarice. That's very sweet. I love crafting, so it does. It's so this is. I'm not trying to make excuses. I know a lot of people feel like they're excuses, but for me, they are just the facts, ma'am. Um, it hurts. It hurts to sit here for a long time, but I try to do it. Jimmy, would you put those rulers away from me and this extra popsicle stick, if you don't mind?
Mind? What's that? It's too early in the morning to mind.
I think next week is when we're going to finish this one because I need to let this wood dry before we paint it. We're going to whitewash, like to match the furniture that we made in the apothecary room, I think. The other storage units. I kind of was asking Jim, did he want it like a piece of furniture somewhere, or did he just want it just to match that? And he was kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not mad at it. It's just funny. He's like, I don't know. I don't know. And I was like, okay. So go with my best gut, and my best gut saying, let's just make it match the other storage units in the room. So probably going to whitewash it.
Red.
Now, what's missing from my inventory, and it's not a Dollar Tree item, it might be now, who knows, or a something that you can always get easily, readily available, is they put sort of the metal nameplate holders in each area, here, here, and here, to simulate like a mailbox. I think I'm going to try to insert a picture. I can't insert a picture in a live stream, Jerry. I know there's a way to do it. I don't know the way to do it. So I want to ask everybody's opinion. Oh, let's just back you out a little bit. Who else thinks I should fill that hole since this one is filled? Raise your hands. Raise your hands in the comments. I'm just going to leave this here until I get some results. Because that is like pretty sharp looking, even though it does have a crack in it. I think the paint will fill that in. But this now looks like something's wrong with it, you know? Now, whatever board you use to secure, your dimensions may be different. We showed that you could cut down the 12 by 12 board that the Dollar Tree has.
You got 2 yeses.
2 yeses, fill it in. The
3.
Okay, I guess we're filling it in. Now, I wonder if I can get under here. No, I probably could, but it's just too tight.
5.
Okay, so we're filling it in.
Yeah.
Now, I should have done this before I put this popsicle stick on, I'm not going to lie. But I just found out now that if I slide it under it, it's too wide. So the popsicle stick, it has to stay. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to write it up to the popsicle stick. That's all. We'll just do it that long. I know. How do you draw such a straight line? I don't. Look how wiggly it is. Do that, and then you can kind of get an idea of what's supposed to be straight. There you go. That's how life works. This has been a lot of fun, guys. I appreciate everybody joining me this morning.
57 people.
Yeah.
And only a handful of them will talk.
It's okay.
I know, I'm just...
Not everybody likes to talk in the comments because people like to be picky in the comments. Not so much my people here today, but in general. Okay, so I did make that a little bit big. I'm just going to cut it down. And I just happened to make it too big, like that little tiny glue space. But let's just cut it down a little bit. Remember, hold on to the piece so it doesn't fracture and shatter and all the things, right? And because this balsa cuts even easier than the popsicle, than the tongue depressors, just a tiny bit more on this side. So I'm just going to take this pencil and I'm just going to do like a tiny bit more. What?
Tony says, I was thinking about doing a live on my channel, but I'm too shy.
Oh, Tony, you don't even have to show your face, you know. And then you can also start your first live with no comments allowed, just to talk to people, just like you're vlogging, you know. You don't have to interact with the people. You can turn off comments. I don't even know that this needs glue, Jerry. What? Again, how many times I throw away the stick? How many times do you have to throw away the glue stick? Okay. Oh.
Did we decide what we were doing for dinner? I know, wild
Sunday,
thoughts out of nowhere.
No, Sunday's always Sunday brunch.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, we've been doing that for quite a few weeks now. We usually leave out of the live stream and go make food.
Well, you know me.
No, I'm glad. I'm glad you're on top of it. Are you kidding? Not at all. You're fine. He's awesome, my husband. Did you guys know that?
Oh, I might have to get rid of this one person.
What's happening?
Somebody by the name of Blue Gem says it looks horrible.
Oh. A lot of people think that my crafts are very, elementary. I was like, okay. I was a nursery school teacher for a long time. I don't expect anything different. I wasn't formally educated in crafting. This is something you pick up on your own. But, you know, thanks. It's just as easy to say something kind as it is to say something horrible. Just know that and remember that, okay? Okay. What? How come when you were dry a second ago, you fit perfectly, but now you're going to give me problems? Now that you actually have glue on you.
You put glue on you.
Yeah, that's it. It got mad because it got glue on it. Is that what happened? Oh, well. I'm just leaving it. I don't think that's going to be so noticeable. Yeah, you guys can't see that. Well, yes, you can. Dang it. If you are just joining us, just remember this is a project inspired to me by Home Talk, but I mentioned previously that Home Talk has very few ideas of their own. Not that they didn't have this one. I just don't know if it had an original creator. I don't know who the original creator was, so I don't know who to give credit to. But thank you for having me fill this in, guys, because it's also going to stabilize this back a lot, too. So let's take a look-see. Ah, pretty. Pretty. Okay. So next week, I think we'll come back and we'll add paint. But right now, I think I want to make a wreath. What time is it? How much time do we have on the live stream?
Oh, I can't tell you time, but it's now 12:12.
No, I meant what time? Oh, 12:12. So has it really been like an hour already?
I'm not sure.
Holy cow. Time flies when you're having fun, guys. Let me clean up a little bit from this particular mess, and maybe we won't even be able to do anything else. Well, do we want to at least put together those 4 trays so we can do that staining next week too? The 4 trays that we were going to glue together in a square. Let's do that, because it's going to require glue to dry. So the 4 on the bottom.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to them.
No problem. It doesn't have to be the 4 on the bottom. Just 4 of the same ones. There's 6 there. So okay, that was good. So this project was I showed you some inspirations last week. This one is very, very simple. It's basically taking 4 trays, and these trays are still available at the Dollar Tree, which is one of the reasons I like this project. And it's basically stacking them like this and gluing them together. I saw this done in many ways. Somebody made 2 sets of these and put them in their room. Somebody made 4 of them and attached them together. So it was like 16 cubbies, which, by the way, still economical. Still very, very economical. But one of the things we said we would do was to make this shelf, right? Let me just grab my iPad, folks. Let me just double check my inspiration board. Actually, no, I wrote it down in the book. I forgot, that's right. See, my brain, it doesn't do that. It does that.
Tony says you're giving her some great ideas.
Oh, great. I wish I had original ideas. What I do is I feel like, not that I'm gifted, that's not even the right word. Chippy, where's my idea book? Oh, it's in my room. Dang it, I'll just get the iPad. I left it in my room because I was doing research. I do have screenshots and solitaire, apparently. I do have screenshots of the inspirations that I wanted to make, the things that I wanted to make. So if I can't find them, I might just go back and ask Jimmy to go get my notebook already. But we'll see. See if I can't find. So really quick, this is the 16 cubes, but basically these are actually with the boxes. This is the one I think we're going to make eventually. But this is basically taking those boxes and stacking them on top of each other. However, you have to remember that that was done with the bigger boxes. So keep that in mind. There's also this one that's done with boxes or crates. I'll make it bigger. You can just stack cute little things to organize. You seeing this okay, hon?
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to make sure it's coming out okay.
Well, I did the
first one? Okay. Oh, let's see. I don't want to show you guys the boo-boos.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. I get so many ideas from other people. It's kind of incredible. Oh, here's the real quick picture of the lady who made 2 of them and put them in her bathroom. These ones are made out of these trays. Do you see that? It's kind of cute. Any questions?
Well, Autumn Leaf didn't hear us say where we were going to display or put this unit.
I don't actually even know. I originally was making it for my kitchen, just like the inspiration. I'm so sorry, I got burps. The inspiration piece had kitchen display on it, some Dollar Tree tchotchkes and stuff, and I really loved that. That was my original inspiration. In fact, I'm trying to find it. It's really weird.
No, I think she's talking about this piece.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So my original idea for it was to put cute little kitchen display, but I think we're going to end up putting it in the apothecary station. The basically in the apothecary room. Here's the one I was talking about. So this one is made with these trays. It's made with 6 of these trays, and then somebody actually you can't see that at all, sorry. So somebody actually put these boards across to separate to make little shelves. So they got the same vertical uprights. They are stacked with 6 of them, and I think that this is what we're going to do instead of this. And I think we're going to make this kind of thing with the crates, okay? So let's get on that. Let's just glue that really quick.
Autumn said spice rack, like,
Yes, that'll be perfect.
Yeah.
Autumn, that would be a great idea, a spice rack. Jimmy, can I get the other 2 of these, please? Because this is a project... Oh, I thought I had 6.
No, you only had 5.
Oh, well, forget that. Really?
Yep. Well, you got a 6th one hiding someplace.
What's underneath there? A house. Oh, poo-poo stinky head. Well, I guess I'm not doing that.
Tony also said she gets ideas from Pinterest.
Oh, yeah. Pinterest is a great way for crafters to support other crafters, too. So what if we took 5? That looks dumb, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It totally looks dumb. I mean, we could do it with just 4 and still get the same sort of,
Effect.
well, it's not as much storage, but yeah. I think this is going to require a foam brush at this point because...
Oh, man.
What?
You got a handkerchief.
Go get one.
Oh, wait a minute. It's in...
I was going to say, because I've got paper towels, I don't have tissues.
Well, I don't know if I did my nose spray last night or what, but my nose is a little...
It's all the artificial flowers. It was a joke. Yeah, I think at this point I gotta get a foam brush. Sorry. I'm beating myself in the head with that. Just get out the foam brush. Because if you weren't here last week, Jimmy went to go open my wood glue and accidentally ripped the whole top off. Which is why it's in a jar.
He-Man!
He didn't know his own strength. Before I do that, let's do... Oh, no, I don't need to do that. That's right. Derp. So... I had it, this is what's been going on with my brain. So I literally said, oh, I only have to glue this side and I can get these 3 together, and then I do the same thing on this piece, right? But just now, I just forgot that. In the 20 seconds it took me to put the glue on here. So if you just saw if you didn't see what I just did, I put glue on this one box on the inside, well, on the outside of this side and the outside of this side, and now it sticks to both of these. Okay, just make sure you get plenty of glue. What?
Just quit moving it. I'll put your clamps on.
Oh yeah, well my clamps, I have to put the other glue piece, I have to glue the other piece on.
Yeah.
So, now I have to do the same thing with this one, but just on the opposite sides.
Blood work.
What about blood work?
Autumn is saying, you mentioned blood work earlier. Is that with your oncologist? And what does he check in? He does my
CBC, hemoglobin. No, well, he does my hemoglobin. He does my CBC and ChemStat, like all the regular white blood cell counts. You know, whatever you would get on your annual physical, that's what he does for me every month. Except he decided not to do it last month. And of course, since last month, I've had this swelling that hasn't gone down. He doesn't seem concerned about it because the swelling, these clamps are from the Dollar Tree. I bought 2 sets and I was gifted a set, which is pretty sweet. I wanted them to be more flush forward. Okay. He didn't seem very concerned about the swelling. He said as long as there's not pain, we won't worry about blood clots. Isn't that great? Look how great the Dollar Tree makes their stuff in the factory. I'm just teasing. Once you add water to wood, it will warp instantly, and glue is water. You know, that's just PVC and water. So.
Well, that's the new glue. The old glue is ground horse.
Oh, yeah. You say ground horse?
Mm. Especially the who's.
I thought it was the fat.
No, it's
because glue is made from fat for a lot of places.
a lot of the old-fashioned glue was made from ground horse hoof.
So that's 2, and I'm gonna set up this 3rd one that we talked about a minute ago with all these boxes. So I'm gonna need you to move this. It can lay on its back. Is probably the best place for it to go, and it should just sit on the floor, or it can sit up there, wherever. I don't have a place for it to dry current. Actually, how about you put this on the floor and I put it there? We're going to put it on that new cart that I got, crafting cart, because that's literally what I bought it for. Oops, sorry, everybody. I'm so glad it's so important not to hit it. And then I banged it into the camera. Okay, so we're going to put this on the crafting cart as well, just sitting on top. And then the last one I'm going to do for the day. Nope, I'm going to do 2. Did I do something to upset you?
No.
Oh.
I'm groaning because of my own,
So I'm going to take these 2 boxes that I had that were bigger than the rest, the original OG boxes, because I have to use them. I'm not throwing them out. They have to get used. They just do.
Not right away.
No, but I'm just saying, like, if I'm going to keep planning, it's best that they're out of my face. So I'm just going to put wood glue between them, and we're going to make the...
Let's see here. Tony says, Dollar Tree is my favorite place to get art supplies.
Yes. Yes, queen. Okay, we're just going to put them between. Now these ones, I'm going to show you. We're going to try to line up the best we can, these lines. Are they going to line up on their backs? They're going to line up towards their fronts. These are going to get hung on a wall, so I want it to be lined up in the back. Okay, so I'm going to use the clippers. Where'd the clippers go?
I don't know, you the one who moved them.
I think these Dollar Tree clips are really good. I don't know. People must hold together really, really like crazy steady things for them to not be working for them. So they work for me okay. Before you go off to the next comment, if that's okay.
Well, it's for me, and I'll answer it in a second.
Okay, we had left out that little cubie, or did we put it in the box? There was one little cubie with a drawer. Can I have it?
With a drawer.
Yeah. Is that a butterfly on it or something? So this particular was 2 different DIY ideas inspired. Yep, that guy. So this was inspired by 2 different DIY ideas. One idea was to have the stacking with the drawers. The other one is to have these open with the cubby. So with 2 cubbies, what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine the ideas for me. So what we're going to do is we said, what?
No, just keep on tapping the wrong thing.
Okay. So these don't really line up. There we go. These are lined up. I need them to line up on the back even, and I need them to line up on one top even. So this side is going to be even. We're going to take the drawer out because we don't need it right now. And we're going to line this up. Now this DIY, these boxes, even with the big boxes, that it's over. You see how much it hangs over, right? So this original inspiration was to take the little mounted hook set. She put the little mounted hook set behind here. You know what I'm talking about? Not the over the door hook, but the one that you screw onto the wall. She had them back here and hanging underneath because this was supposed to hold jewelry. So I'm going to do that as well. But what I'm going to do then is I'm going to make the overhang go towards the back because that will help compensate for the overhang from the jewelry holder, okay?
All right, while you're doing that...
Yep, you got questions? Go for it.
Autumn asks me, when is your appointment with the podiatrist? It's been a while since I've mentioned it. I've gone to the podiatrist. He is the one who said that I need arch supports because I have fallen arches and heel spurs. So...
You never told me he said fallen arches. I don't think fallen arches is right. Because fallen arches, they gave you an actual prescription that is covered by insurance.
Okay, well, he didn't give me a prescription.
No, because the arch support was supposed to be for your bone spurs. That's why I was confused.
Yeah.
That's what the report said, or that's what you told me. Now at this point, I can't remember which one.
Yeah, but gone to see him. I think I have a follow-up here in the next month or so.
Okay.
I actually have to look at my my Mercy app.
Now, people, if you've never seen this done before, people take these, which they're not easy to get by, but I am using up everything that I have. If you have one of these, you can use it up as well. They're covering the holes in the back of the drawer, and then they're putting knobs on and creating like a little drawer.
Oh, Margaret's finally here.
Good morning, Margaret. Yeah, she's in California, so what do you expect? They do all kinds of different things. Some people do beads. Some people do the little tiny squares that they have at the Dollar Tree. Sometimes people just put different whatevers. Yeah. But Jimmy and I we're trying to incorporate natural materials. So one of the things we thought we would do is do like the leather strapping. So we take Dollar Tree's leather vinyl from the vinyl cutting station, or they have a faux leather ribbon that they sell at some stores. Now I've never found it, or you can just cut like the front of a leather journal, any of those things. I'm going to create like a leather strap. I'm going to do that for those and for these. So we're going to take, when it's all dry, we're going to take 2 drawers like this and 1 drawer like this, and it's going to be like a little storage unit with with hanging stuff. I'm making this one a little manly because we actually have a purpose for it. Jim has all of his like amulets and certain necklaces that he uses when in his practice, and he wants to hang them and display them in his office. So this one was made with intention. This one we were going to stain, so I have to watch where the glue goes, to match the shelf that my that he's got on his desk that was my dad's when he was 5. Remember, you remember the shelf on your desk is my father's, and my family definitely has to keep that on your desk.
The bookshelf?
The bookshelf.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Remember? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going
I
to
don't
do
need
leather
it.
strapping, but I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to do it after we stain. So that's definitely going to be stain. Stain, and then, so we're going to put this aside as well to dry. Let's see if we can line up the, oh, sweet, lined up all the clips. I'm going to put this off to the side so I don't accidentally use it. And the last thing we're going to do today, unless people just want to talk, if you want to just talk, let me know. The last thing I wanted to do today was take 16 boxes and make a big storage unit. So does anybody want to just talk, or if you have anything to ask, questions, do it now while I get these boxes out. That'd be great.
Let's see here. As you know, Margaret's here.
Yeah, hi, good morning.
Autumn Leaf is asking, literally saying that she's excited to see what Margaret sent us.
Oh, she's excited to see what Margaret sent you? Oh, okay.
Of course, we have an antagonist, but he's not being overly rude, so I'm not worried about it.
You don't have to share that then. If you can make them delete, then you don't have to share it. Right?
This one I might really like.
Guess what? Oh no, they're down there. Okay.
Good. My goodness. Okay, alright.
One more time?
11 is asking,
11, like from Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Cool.
11, basically 11.
Oh, okay.
Like 11, then
Yeah.
Roman numeral for 11.
Okay. I like that.
Is basically saying that Autumn is a bit of a taskmaster.
Oh. I think Autumn's just playing catch up.
Yeah.
And that's not
So
so
do I.
bad. That's really
But-
not a bad thing.
We might have been on here over an hour.
We have been over an hour for sure. Jim,
I'm not worried. What? Sorry.
I want to make this gigantic thing that's all of that storage, and this is going to use all of the boxes except 2.
Okay.
So before we decide that this is what we want to make, did you want to look through the inspiration book and see if there's something else you'd rather have instead?
I have no preference, babe. I mean, right now you're crafting a lot of stuff that we could use in various parts of the house. You know, kitchen,
Well, this one specifically was for the essential oils. Do you remember that they had like, it was like the 4x4s?
Yeah.
And they had the essential oils like standing little bottles, big bottles,
Yeah.
mixing things.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
So then go ahead and do this.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Let's see here.
Hey, this is a team. Despite what you might feel sometimes, my husband, this is a democracy. This is not a dictatorship. And I don't mean he dictates me. He thinks I dictate him. Quite a bit, actually. I think the best way to do this is to only glue one end of each box, and with quite a bit of glue. Because where it's going to touch on this box, you don't want to glue this side because it's going to be an open cubie there in the end. So I think the best way to do it is to glue the end and move it around. Good morning, Mom.
Morning.
Are you hungry for lunch?
Oh, you betcha.
Okay. We're going to do brunch today because it's Sunday, so...
Okay, but I need something before then.
Oh, sure, no problem. I was just going to say don't fill up. That's all I was going to say.
I'm going to try the sugar pop.
Oh, okay. You need plastic?
I need spoons.
I know, plastic?
Yes.
Jimmy, go. They're on my chair. Remember, I said bring them out to Mom. I think you forgot them on my chair. Jimmy's got them, Mom. Hold on a second.
Okay.
All right.
Just leave that for now. Come back in a
'cause
second.
I want to actually answer this.
So
'cause
good.
this
That's
is-
fine. Jimmy's got to go help Mom real quick, and don't get distracted, baby. Just help her. Okay.
Spoons?
Yeah, they were on my chair in my
Okay.
room. Remember I told you to bring them out for her?
Yeah.
Okay. Mom, you gonna try to sit at the kitchen table so we can hear if you have trouble?
Okay.
Okay.
I think I can find a spare inch.
Oh, geez. What's there now?
Mom's joking.
Oh, the snacks. We have to do the snacks. Yeah.
Joking.
No, it's okay. I really was thinking like what you were talking about, so. Okay. We're gonna need more clamps.
I got it.
Oh, I know, and I know.
I don't know when or how, but I
What are we talking about?
cleaning up the table with all the stuff that's on the
Yeah,
table
we have to
right
make
now.
Mom a snack. I was thinking about a snack basket, but I think she's got little baskets in her room that we probably could
Yeah.
use to put those things in.
Okay. What was? Oh yes.
You wanted to answer a question, you said.
Blue. This is one of our antagonists right now
Why are you answering them?
because I think it needs to be answered.
Okay.
Autumn Leaf had asked what a simp was, and he says a simp is a person who does too much for a person they like. My answer to that is no. A simp is not what you're talking about. Does not. I don't agree with, because
It's not reciprocated.
That's it.
okay.
Mom just said it. It's exactly right, Mom.
Basically, you're talking about somebody who does a lot without reciprocation. I don't.
Somebody who does something without getting the love back in return. Somebody
Right.
who loves somebody without the love back in return.
Which is wrong in this case.
Oh, they called you a simp?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
Exactly.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Because I mean, Jerry gives me all the love that she can in a lot of different ways. And I do what I do not because I want the love in return. I do what I do because I'm a good-hearted person.
Because you love me.
And exactly, I love
You don't
my
do
wife.
it to get love in return, but you do get love in return. That's all.
Exactly.
That's all they need to know. And that's fine. And they don't really have to know that because it's none of their, excuse my language, it's none of their gosh darn business. I was going to actually swear, but I realized it's Sunday. If you're going to say
Who
GD,
gives
you
a
might.
fuck what day it is?
No, not cursing, like swearing. Like, I was going to say GD, and I'm like, I care because it's Sunday and I'm trying to be as respectful to my Jesus as I can. I got a lot of crap about that, but you know, him and I have our relationship. You have your relationship with him. You have your, what I want to say is, you have whatever relationship your pastor told you to have with Jesus. I'll have the one that I believe that I'm supposed to have. There we go. How's that? That's the right way to say it. Oh. Anyhow. I mean, just, it's such a personal thing.
Well,
You know,
the problem is there's so
You're
many-
whining. That means that there's something you're complaining about. Go ahead, just start sober. The problem is,
The problem is there are so many people who don't understand,
sure,
and they don't want to understand. And I'm like,
our
you know what?
relationship or Jesus?
Our relationship.
Oh, okay. Okay, I just was talking about Jesus, so I was like,
Oh,
they don't understand Jesus?
but I'm just at that point where I really. What's going through my head reminds me of a Japanese anime, and yeah, I know it kind of refers back to my love for art, Japanese style art. But this one cartoon I used to watch, I don't know, years and years ago, where every time somebody questioned another person, up out of nowhere appears like this grandma with this big old fan and starts beating the crap out of the person who
Like a chocolate.
yeah.
You know what chocolate is?
Um,
Mexican grandma's slipper.
oh yeah,
I mean, Spanish grandma. She could be Puerto Rican. I just should have said that.
yeah.
But it's mostly you hear it in the Mexican culture, and that's the thing that grandma beats you with when you're fresh. You know, that's what they should take. They should put away all the guns and all the bombs and just get all the grandmas out there with all the chocolates to hit you in the head. You'd never be afraid. You'd never do anything bad ever again.
Especially when some of them grandmas can whip that thing and bounce off the
Right?
wall and hit you in the back of the head without warning.
Well, my brother used to do that. My brother Pete was one of his many gifts was no matter where he was sitting in the living room, if you ran away from him down the hallway, he'd hit you in the head with the shoe for sure, or back or knee. It doesn't have to be in your head. He would hit you though, ricochet it off the wall.
Margaret says it looks good.
I'm loving it. I'm not gonna lie. So
Jesse says we're not not here to speak of religion or politics.
that's right. Well, it is the vlog channel, but I got you.
Let's see here. Autumn Leaf
Just happen to be
says,
crafting
yes,
on the
just
vlog channel.
checking. Yeah. Autumn Leaf says, yes, just catching up. I'm not always on YouTube as I work a lot.
That's okay. Nobody's really
Yeah.
judging her. She's allowed to.
Oh yeah, no.
The
I'm
things,
not.
because here's the thing, and it's got to do a lot with the communication of the day as opposed to the communication of when we were young. Nowadays, we all want the instant results. Be like, where have you been? Where have you been? You know, she's been saying this. She's been talking about this. But like like Autumn said, she has a job. You have families. You can't always be there. When we were growing up, there was no instant communication. The only instant communication is when you were actually there to answer the phone for your friends.
Right.
The otherwise, you just got messages. And sometimes you played message tag. We call it phone tag now, and that's what it was back then. Or you would pass notes in school, and you couldn't always read them when you got them. Even back then, we used to call. I saw a meme one time, and they're like, "This is what we call direct messaging, or instant messenger," and they would throw they showed the note getting thrown in the back of the kid's head. But even that, you couldn't always answer it. Like teacher might have been watching you, and you couldn't really answer the instant message, even if you received the message right away. So go ahead, Jim. I'm sorry.
And no, Autumn, we don't want you to leave. You're
No,
fine.
absolutely
You're fine.
not. Absolutely not. I'm not taking. She's being super understanding and polite.
And she's asking questions.
She's
trying to,
asking questions,
keep
exactly.
up and catch up.
That's all. I'm not taking it personally. I think she's doing respectfully, and that's the way I've always asked everybody to be.
Sylvia says, Jim, let them think what they want because you will never change their minds. That's true.
She's not wrong, honestly.
All that matters is what you and Jeri-Ann feel for each other.
I need to brag for a second. That one didn't need clamps. Look at this. Whoever cut these 4 boxes cut them perfectly because that one did not need clamps. I just wanted to show you guys. Okay, go ahead, Jim.
Margaret's agreeing with Sylvia.
Yes.
And then, of course, Margaret is saying hi to Sylvia. So.
There's a couple of things I would like to comment about just people in general. So one of the comments was about somebody said, I didn't know they said you were a simp. I thought they were just saying like about a simp. So, you know, it's funny because the same people who think like you're simping out are people who call themselves Christians. But as Christians, we're called to give love without expecting love in return. Isn't that true? So, yeah, you know, I'll be a simp. I have no problem simping on all my YouTube family. I mean, I get a lot of love in return, but I also give love to people that I know I'm not going to get love in return. In fact, I give love to people who I know I'm going to get hate in return. And that's okay, because that's what I'm called to do. As a Christian, I'm called to love. It's literally right there. So anyway, that's why that's kind of funny. That was my irony for the day is that, you know, being a simp is bad, then call me a simp. Go ahead, honey, go ahead.
Yeah. Besides that, after reading their
Rest of their comment or whatever?
yeah, what a simp is, I was just kind of like, really?
Oh, yeah. It's okay.
Because I'm like,
It's not a problem. I just wanted
No,
to say my
go on.
last piece. You already spoke your piece.
yeah, true.
I just wanted to speak my piece, that's all. Okay, so this one also doesn't look like it really needs clamps. I could probably use one right there. But I think that's going to be, yeah, right there, right? Let me see if this one's ready to go. Yeah, this one's ready. I can put that. See, wood glue really does dry very quickly. Actually, that's still... Wood glue really does dry very quickly. Where
Ooh, what do we got here?
I don't know. What do we got here?
Brenda and PA.
Hi, Brenda.
Let's see here. Jeri-Ann, did you and your friends have a special way you folded the notes?
Oh, yeah, like the
gave
triangle
each-
football
oh,
shape. Yeah, for sure. So that you could fling them across the table. Would you like me to do one for you right now? Sure. Okay, no problem. Before I get off, I'll do that.
You're a pain in the butt.
Nope, I'm not. I love it. Take the middle page out of this. It's probably going to have a few little holes in it, but I don't care. It's kind of how like I fold the Walmart bags. It's kind of how we used to fold like, I mean, it's kind of an origami thing. Jimmy, am I going to push off the table? No, right?
No, just to the edge.
Can you guys see? So this page paper isn't square, and that's okay. Because when we did it, we didn't do it with square paper because it was usually notebook paper, right? So you can fold it in half. Half again. And then you go from the, where it's open like this, you go triangle. Triangle. Just like you would fold an American flag at the end of a day. Right?
Jesse the crafter.
Hold on, Jesse. 1 second. Then you take the end and you tuck it in really, really well. And then you got yourself a football note that you can
Don't
pass.
you dare.
No, you're gonna catch it. You saw Tony Stark do this with Nebula. Stop. Make your field goal. Be prepared. Oh, I didn't make it even close, but that's how you do it. Or you can just throw it, fling it, you know, those types of things.
I prefer the ones that my friend used to do, and he was really good at making them. I couldn't even get it. I couldn't even do it. And that was make the Chinese stars out of 2 pieces of paper or one piece of paper. I'm like, I can't even hold a straight line, let alone a crease.
I'm not gonna lie. You would learn. You definitely, a lot of the tools that you use for your gym, a lot of the tools that you use in your architecture, they're very similar, like how you have to be precise in straight lines and stuff, and then just fold them. I'm sure you could. Scoring is always best.
Jesse says, Jerry, I'm making a granny square blanket while watching.
Oh, yay.
And then...
Guess what I did? I messed up. Go ahead. And then...
Margaret says, Jeri-Ann, what's your opinion on crafting shadow boxes?
I love shadow boxes. I really do. I used to do them quite a bit. When acrylic frames were very popular, it was so easy to make shadow boxes. Jimmy, can I have that one back? This is the last one that I glued, right?
Yeah.
Guys, I think I messed up, and I'm going to show you why. So this one and this one are perfect, but this one, do you see what I did? Okay, so the whole point is they're not supposed to line up, but this one is backwards because it's lined up. So I have to undo this one.
No, you don't. Can you twist it?
It's the same all the way. It's the same every way around.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
So I just glued them. Wrong. So pay attention the way you glue them. Oh, it dries too fast. It dries too fast. Ah! Diane, go ahead. Here we go.
All right. Diane, or not Diane, excuse me. Brenda from PA says that's it. Like you did the football, right?
Oh, that was it. Yeah. Thank you.
Sylvia says the boys in my school used to make that just a pin you. What? A pin you. Pinning the head. I don't know what you mean by that, or I'm reading it wrong.
Just. Okay. Oh, pin you in the head.
Oh, okay.
The boys would make that in her school just to pin you in the head. Sorry, Sylvia. Not everybody knows what that means because when it's kind of a New York thing to ping somebody in the head.
Autumn says, I prefer no cursing from either one of you, but that's just me. It's a turn off for me. Oh.
That's okay. It's not for everybody. We know that. That's not news.
Did you tell Jim to talk somber?
Do I tell Jim to talk somber? Or no. I wish you would speak up. I'm from New York after all. I used to say all the time, he was so quiet. So this one's gonna have some issues. I have to get the glue off of there. What, honey?
Oh, nothing.
Because you're talking very like...
Yeah.
The thing I did ask him before, and this is something he's training on and had nothing to do with my channel. You okay, Mom?
Yeah, I'm just full.
Oh, good. Well, then no room for bacon. Oh, well.
I am going to take a Twinkie back with me just in case.
Okay. Enjoy. We're going to be out there a little while, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah, because it's almost 1.
I know. You got to get to work.
You gotta make food, then go to work.
So this was the only one that I had to clean because the rest of them, well, I mean, we talked about not putting glue over there. The rest of them were able to be moved around. I can't believe I did that. I honestly didn't even think that it was going to matter. But now I'm glad that I realized it does.
Okay.
So I'm just going to really glue these sides real quick. The ones that had glue, this one that had like no glue on this side actually just had the glue where it's going to stick to the next set of boxes. So I'm going to do that. Go ahead, Jim.
Glue on all of them?
What, hon?
I was asking if you had glue on all of them.
Not yet, no.
I see you're trying to work on it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there. Go ahead. Anybody have questions or
No, just
things to talk about?
Margot says, good eye. You caught that. Sylvia was saying, forgot not everyone would know that.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that we didn't realize was regional. Like, even just calling everything a soda. Like, you know, everything's a soda. You want a Coke, it's a soda. You want a Pepsi, it's a soda. You know, all across the country, it's different. People have pop, people have Coke. People here, no matter what kind of soda you drink, they want Coke. You know, you call it Coke. You know, it's like, you know, you need a Coke. But I know how, oh, Jesus, Jerry. Did I just do that, Jimmy? Really? Did I just really do, ladies and gentlemen, did I just do that?
Sorry, I was taking a drink. I wasn't
I
watching.
picked up the wrong box. Sorry, everybody. But it just goes to show you that the professionals, even the professionals can mess up from time to time. Anyway. Okay.
You got clips next to you.
I do. I'm gonna put this glue on here first, and then I'm gonna clip it. So be mindful that, you see there's a hole in this handle? Be mindful that we're gonna have to leave the same hole on the other side of glue. So basically, I'll show you what I'm talking about. We're gonna glue this whole end, and then when it comes to doing this, we're gonna glue and leave like the same hole on the other side. See that? I didn't put glue right where that hole was, so that when I put them down next to each other, where this hole is not going to have glue gooping out of it. And it's really just a matter of cleaning it up, because goop is goop. You smell the glue? What?
I smell orange.
Mom, you having an orange? No.
She's...
Come back inside.
Yeah, that's why I'm like...
Can you all pull that out real quick? There you go. Thank you.
Got too many items in
No,
there,
that's
so
okay.
I'm trying to
This
move
one is
them
just
aside.
not dry yet, so I was trying to just get this. So when we glue this, it's going to also do the same thing. We're going to have to ensure that we leave the hole right here for the glue to not come through, okay? And the same thing here. Oh my God, am I running out of wood glue? Don't run out of wood glue till you finish this project, Jerry.
You just caused 2 boxes to come
I
apart.
see that. I'm right here. I'm right here.
I'm just trying to...
I know you want. I'm just teasing. Relax. Jimmy was concerned that these are coming apart as I'm gluing them, but that's really gonna happen until they clamp together. But I just have to try to get glue. Can I have that last one? It should be dry. Just hold. Yep, perfect. Look at him. I didn't even have to tell him what to do. He knew it. And we're gonna glue this last one on both sides. Hopefully we have enough glue. We're gonna do this and that, and then over here. And then we're gonna do it here. I had to check.
Okay, let's see here. Jesse says, that's going to be a big shelf.
Yes.
Are you going to make it hang?
Yes. Well, actually, originally we said it was gonna stand. because if it hangs, I won't be able to reach all the essential oils. However, we don't exactly know yet because we do have some more rearranging to do in the apothecary station craft room Jim's office. We're getting rid of some more furniture. We're rearranging other pieces of furniture. So that part is the part that I'm not 100% sure about. But we will see, and we will bring you along either way. Okay?
And then Margaret says, have you seen the giant clamps at Dollar Tree?
No. I forgot these two were over here. Thank you. You did remind me before. I did not, sweetheart. I haven't been to the Dollar Tree in quite a while. Are they the same pink ones in the craft section? Or are you talking about at the the tool bench section? I am curious about that.
And there's one more clamp behind the books.
Oh, thank you, Jim.
Yeah. Just noticed that.
I think it could probably go here. So, I love it. So in the inspiration, you have the essential oils we left in here last week? Can I have them? So in the inspiration piece, she had essential oils of the little kind here.
Uh-huh.
It was your spell jar.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, can you see them if I do that? Right there is probably good. So she had like these, because these are the perfect height, right? And then she had stuff like the tall bottles of essential oils, and I'm just going to use this Dollar Tree bottle as a sample. She had the tall bottles of essential oils like that, and like medium ones. And then what she actually put was, I know I have something crystally here I can use. Do you give me one of the spell bottles you made if I'm allowed to touch them? Are they just for you, or why don't you go ahead and put one in? Will they fit in here? You can do this one by you because they can see it. Or actually, this one would be better because they could see it better. Too tall?
No, they'll fit.
Okay. Can you drop it? Put it down? That's what I'm saying. I'm going to show them how you could display.
Oh, there's no backing.
Yes,
so
there's no backing. So they use little. Why don't you go ahead and get it out because I see what you're saying. You can't. Nobody can see it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I have something that I can throw in there really quick.
Okay, let's see.
Well, like here's a rubber stamp. So you could just take a little thing and put it on this shelf and it becomes like these little 4 cubies come little displays. I think that's a really cool concept. So I'm excited for this to dry. I'm excited to get it stained
Margaret is
or
saying
painted.
The big clamps are in the craft section.
Oh, very cool. No, I haven't. I know you know, and I don't know if people just don't believe me. Margaret, I know you don't believe me, but I know you know I've been dying to go to the Dollar Tree for a very long time. So I haven't been there since before Christmas.
And
And-
I gotta get you there.
What?
I know I gotta get you there.
Well, it's like I said, it wasn't trying to be like a complaint, but I haven't been there since before Christmas. And in fact, I didn't go on my last 2 trips to places. I haven't gone to the Dollar Tree, so.
That paper and gold card brought back so many memories from
The paper and
school.
gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing we did, the football that we made.
Oh,
No, yeah.
Okay.
Jim was trying to think of what you guys were talking about.
Took me a moment.
Well, I have to tell you something. I am super happy. And I don't know how I'm going to get these videos edited to be on the vlog channel. I mean, the crafting channel, but I'm going to manage. I'm going to do it. I am so excited. Of course, next week we'll finish, or maybe I'll just come in here and shoot the rest regular style. But I like this crafting with you guys. It makes me really feel special. It really does. I love you. And remember, if nobody's told you today that you're loved, you can always come by and hear how much I love you. Right, Jim? You want to tell everybody you love them too?
This has actually been fun. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Oh, you got more?
Sylvia says, Jim, there's gnomes. I'm like, yes. Somebody told us last night.
Yeah, they told us. Well, she was there. But listen, if nobody's told you today that you're loved, you can always come by and hear how much I love you because I love you guys very, very much and I enjoy this. And I'm sorry this one was so long, but I really just got into the buzz. So it's okay. Started to feel better and just said, keep going. You don't know how you'll feel later. And as always, you guys take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.